Good morning, friends. From now onwards, we will start the revision of chapters. So today we will cover the revision of chapter number 7, fractions. Okay. So what is a fraction? This revision you need to also write in notebook. Whatever we perform in the revision, that you need to write in a notebook. And this is only for revision. You also need to cover the examples that are given in your textbook. Okay, not only this revision, also you need to solve the examples that are given in a textbook. Now, what is a fraction? Fraction means it is a part of whole. If we consider whole some part from the whole part, for example, if we have a pizza and it is divided into 6 parts. If we have a pizza and we divide it into 6 parts, and we ate 2 parts from that. So as a fraction it is written as 2 by 6. From whole part we consider it 2 parts. So fraction is what? It is a part of whole. So we can write fraction is part of whole. From the whole thing, if we are considering some part, that it is a part of whole. So that is a fraction. Now we learned the different types of fraction in the previous standard. So let's revise which are the types of fraction. So first is proper fraction. What is proper fraction? Proper fraction means if the numerator is less than denominator. We can write numerator is less than. You can write the whole definition. So if we take example 2 by 3. Now you can see the denominator is 3 and numerator is 2. So if this kind of fraction is there, it is a proper fraction. One more example, 11 by 30, 5 by 7. 14 by 29. So these are the fractions which are proper fraction. Now improper fraction. So what is improper fraction? When numerator is greater than denominator. So definition is when numerator is greater than denominator, then it is called improper fraction. When numerator is greater than denominator, then it is called improper fraction. You can write the whole definition for both. So let's take example 5 by 3. Now here you can see the numerator is 5, denominator is 3. So that's why it is a improper fraction. 14 by 13, 11 by 7. 18 by 11. So these are the improper fractions. Why? Because you can see if you compare the numerator and denominator, then numerator is greater. Now mixed fraction. What is mixed fraction? Mixed fraction means it is a combination of whole part and fraction. Combination of whole and fraction. So improper fraction, when numerator is greater than denominator, we convert it into mixed fraction. So improper fraction is converted into mixed fraction. In regular lecture, we also learn how to convert mixed fraction into how to convert proper to mixed and mixed to improper. So let's take one example. Here we take 5 by 3. So to convert this into mixed fraction, improper fraction is converted into mixed fraction and mixed fraction is converted to improper fraction. So how we can write 5 by 3 as a mixed fraction? fraction. To convert it, divide 5 by 3. 3 ones are 3. Remainder is 2. So we write it in clockwise. So 1, 2 by 3. So that is what? Mixed fraction. You can say this is a whole part, 1 is a whole part and 2 by 3 is a fraction. Now if we want to convert mixed fraction to improper, if we have 2 1 by 3 and convert that into mixed or improper fraction. So how can we convert? Here we need to perform multiply and plus 1. So we can write 2 multiply 3 plus 1. Denominator remains same. So it is 2 3s are 6 plus 1 7 by 3. One more example, if we have 11 1 by 2. So it is 11 2s are plus 1 divide 2 as it is. So it is 22 plus 1 23 by 2. Okay, so if you want to convert mixed to improper, then you need to perform this method. Now again, if you convert 7 by 3 into 2 1 by 3. So divide 7 by 3. 3 2s are 6. Remainder is 1. So write it in clockwise. 2 1 by 3. 23 by 2 is that. So 2 1s are 2. So remainder is again 1. So we can write 11 1 by 2. Clear? So this is the method how we can perform the mixed to improper and improper to mixed. Now next we learn about the simplest form. How we can convert fraction in a simplest form. Simplest form is common factor between numerator and denominator is only 1. So we can write so that is called the simplest form. For example, if we have 4 by 8. Now, if we factorize this 4 and 8, so we can write 2 multiply 2 and here we can write 3 3s are 9, 2s are 8. Now you can see the common factor between 4 and 18 is 2, so we can cancel out that. So 2 by 8. Now there is common factor between 2 and 9 is only 1. So this is the simplest form of 4 by 18. So simplest form of 4 by 18 is 2 by 9. When the common factor between numerator and denominator is only 1, then it is called a simplest form. One more example, if we take 15 by 25. So divide both with 5. You can factorize that, or you can take the HCF and divide both with HCF, then it is also correct. 3 by 5. Now between 3 and 5, common factor is only 1. So that's why 15 by 35 as a 15 by 25 as a simplest form written as 3 by 5. Okay? So when the common factor between numerator and denominator is 1, it is called a simplest form. Now next, equivalent fraction. So what is equivalent fraction? When, if we have, let's take example to consider equivalent fraction. If we have fraction 2 by 3 and we need to find equivalent fraction. So multiply numerator and denominator with the same number to find the equivalent fraction. So first method is multiply numerator and denominator with same number. So if we want to find equivalent fraction, we can multiply with any number, but they must be same in the numerator and denominator. So if we multiply 2 in the numerator and denominator, we get 4 by 6. So 4 by 6 and 2 by 3 are equivalent fraction. We continue this topic. So equivalent fraction is multiplying numerator and denominator with the same number. So we are taking the example 2 by 3 and multiplying with 2 and 2 in the numerator and denominator. Then we get equivalent fraction. So if we multiply 2 and 3 with some another number, if we multiply with 3 by 3, so that is gives 6 by 9. So 6 by 9 and 2 by 3 are equivalent fraction. You can multiply them with any number. Same if we take 15 by 20 and we need to find equivalent fraction, then you can divide this both number with the same number. If you divide both number with the same number, then also you get equivalent fraction. So here if you divide 15 by 5 and 20 by 5, they must be divisible by the same number. So we get 3 by 4. So 3 by 4 and 15 by 20 are equivalent fractions. So we can also write, if we divide numerator and denominator with same number. One more example, if we take 18 by 60. So it is possible to divide 18 and 16 by 2. So if we divide 18 by 2 and 16 by 2, so we get 9 by 8. So this is also equivalent fraction of 18 by 60. Now two fractions are equivalent or not. So you can check them by cross multiply. If we have R2 fraction equivalent, if we want to check, then we can write, if we have 2 by 3 and 2 fractions are given, 2 by 3 and 4 by 6 are they equivalent? So for that we need to perform the cross multiply. 2 multiply 6 and 4 multiply 2. If both are same, then they are equivalent. So, yes. If cross multiplication is not same, then they are not equivalent. After that, we also learn about the like fraction. Like fraction means if denominator are same. For example, 2 by 5, 7 by 5, 9 by 5, 3 by 5. So these are the like fractions. Why? Because denominator are same. Unlike fraction. If denominator different, so they are unlike fraction. For example, 1 by 3, 3 by 8, 4 by 7, 9 by 15. So these are the unlike fractions. Why? Because denominator are different. Now ascending order we also learn, or you can say greater comparison. For comparison, we need to make the fraction in a like fraction. For example, if we have 1 by 3 and 1 by 2. Now, if this kind of example is given, for example, 1 by 4, 1 by 5. You can see the numerator is same. So that's why denominator is smaller, that is a larger fraction. If numerator is same, then we need to check the denominator. In denominator, smaller will be largest fraction. So here, if we want to compare them in ascending order, then 1 by 5 will be the smallest, 1 by 4 will be the next, 1/3 and 1 by 2. So this is a ascending order. Same if we take 2 by 7, 2 by 5, 2 by 3, 2 by 11. If this fraction is given and you need to compare them, arrange in ascending order, then smallest will be largest and largest denominator becomes smallest. So here 11 is the largest, so 2 by 11 will be first, 2 by 7, 2 by 5 and 2 by 3. When the numerator is same. If we want to compare fraction in which denominator is same and numerator is different, so that at that time larger numerator become largest. So here 2 by 3 become greater than 1 by 3 when denominator is same. If numerator is same, then the smallest denominator become largest, and if the denominator is same, then largest numerator become largest. Clear? Next, if we want to compare the fraction with the which are unlike, if it is 1 by 3 and 1 by 4, 3 by 4. So which one is greater? So at that time you need to take the LCM of denominator. LCM of 3 and 4. So that is 12. So 1 by 3 is multiplied with 4 and 4 in the numerator and denominator. 3 by 4 is multiplied with 3 in the numerator and denominator. To get LCM 12 here. To get 12 here, we need to multiply the numerator and denominator with some number. So that is 4 by 12 and 9 by 12. Now denominator is same, so compare the numerator. So we get 4 by 9 is less, sorry, 4 by 12 is less than 3 by 12. One more example, if we have 2 by 11 and 3 by 5, we need to compare these two fractions. So take the LCM of 11 and 5, so that is 55. How can we get 55 here? By multiplying 11 with 5. Same number in the numerator. Same 3 by 5 multiplied with 11. So 2 by 2 multiply 5, that is 10 by 55, and this is 33 by 55. So which one is greater? 33 by 55. So we can write 10 by 55 is less than 33 by 55. So this way you can perform the comparison. After comparison of fraction, we learn about the addition and subtraction of fraction. So how we will perform the addition? Denominator is same. If we are performing the addition of like fraction, then let's take some example. 2 by 3 plus 4 by 3. If this kind of example is given, then you can directly add the numerator 2 plus 4 divided 3. So that is 6 by 3. You can convert it into simplest form. So this is 2. Same if we have 11 by 5 and 3 by 5. So at that time again add the numerator 11 plus 3 divide 5. So that is what? 40 by 5. If the question is add the following and convert it into mixed fraction, then you can also convert it into mixed fraction. So to convert it into mixed fraction, divide 14 by 5. So we get that is 2, 4 by 5. That will be your answer. Or you can leave answer up to 40 by 5. Then it is also correct. If we have 1 2 by 3 plus 4 1 by 3. So convert them into first mixed improper fraction. 3 ones are 3, multiply and add. 3 ones are 3 plus 2, 5 by 3 plus 4 threes are 12 plus 1, 13 by 3. So here 5 plus 13 by 3, so that is 18 by. Here you can write so answer is 6. Okay, now next one. If we have 1 plus 2 1 by 5. So here 1 plus 5 2s are 10 plus 1 11 by 5. Now 5 ones are 5 plus 11, or you can take the LCM here. 1 by 5 multiplied 5 plus 11 by 5. If we take the LCM, here denominator is 1. So that's why we need to multiply the numerator and denominator with 5. To get denominator 5, we also need to multiply 5 in the numerator. So that is 5 by 5. Now we can write it as a 5 by 5 plus 11 by 5, so that is 16 by 5. Let's take one more example. 2 1 by 3 plus 2. So 2 3s are 6 plus 1, 7 by 3 plus 2. Now if we take the LCM, here denominator is 1. Multiply this one with 3 to get 3 in a denominator. Why? Because we need the denominator same to add the fraction. How can we get denominator same? If we multiply here with 3, same number we should multiply in the numerator. So 6 by 3, so that is 13 by 3. So that will be your answer. Clear? If the fraction are unlike, if this kind of fraction is given 1 by 5 plus 1 by 3. Now here you can see the denominator are different. 5 ones are 5 plus 1, 6 by 5 plus 1 by 3. Now take LCM of 3 and 5. So that is 15. Now we can make the denominator 15. How we can make 5 to 15 if we multiply 5 with 3? So same number we should multiply in the numerator. So that is, here we have 6 by 5. To get 15 here, we should multiply 3. Same number we should multiply in the numerator. Plus 1 by 3. Here we should multiply with 5. So we get 18 by 15 plus 5 by 15. 23 by. So that will be your answer. Okay? So if denominator is different, take LCM and then multiply the new denominator to get LCM. Same number we should multiply in the numerator. Now subtraction. Same as addition. If denominator is same, for example 5 by 3 minus 1 by 3. Denominator is same, so you can directly subtract the numerator. 4 by 3. If the denominator are not same, for example 2 by 9 minus 4 by 7. So at the time take LCM of 9 and 7, 63. How can we get 63 here? If we multiply 9 with 7. Same number we should multiply. Let's take here 1. 9, 2. Okay. Now 14 by minus 9 by 63. So 14 minus 9 we get 5 by 63. Okay. Same as the addition. If denominator is not same, take take LCM, multiply the numerator and denominator by same number to get LCM, and then after we get the same denominator, we can subtract the numerator. When we get same denominator, we can add the numerator. Yes, same as addition. Let's take one more example. So here 1 5 by 3. 1 by 3 minus 1 by 2. So first convert this into mixed fraction. 4 by 3 minus 2 ones are 2 plus 1. Here we get one more number. Because if you solve this, you can get the answer in a rational number, and that is a new concept. 4 plus 1. 5 by 3 and 2. 3. Now LCM of 4 and 2. So that is 4. Here we already have 4. 2 multiplied with 2. 3 is also multiplied with 2. So 5 by 4 minus 6 by 4. Now you can see the 5 by 4 is smaller than 6 by 4. So you get answer in a rational number, that is minus 1 by 4. But you can also consider the concept of integers. 5 minus 6 is minus 1 divided by 4. Okay. If you take 1 by 1 by 2 as the first number and 1 by 4 as the next number, then you get answer in a fraction. So this way you can perform the addition and subtraction of fraction. This is what we learned in chapter number 7. Now we will solve some MCQs and some examples related to this, but you also need to solve the examples that are given in your textbook.